Hi guys, Engiminer here. I'm going to be teaching you this time about Redstone, this wonderful little wire stuff here. Redstone is effectively the closest thing that Minecraft has to a wire. I apologise to anyone who does have prior knowledge to Redstone. This can go from first principles, how the wires work, etc. From there I'll build up to a slightly more advanced system like logic gates. They're in the distance with some pistons. And then from there I'm going to go up to systems. The way that I do all my engineering stuff is that you work from first principles. So what happens is you learn how the very basic components work, build up from there. You get solutions which are a lot better to just building a machine. There are lots of tutorials out there to do loads of things. There is almost definitely a tutorial to do what you want, whereas this will teach you how to find out how to do what you want on your own. Now basically this is redstone. It's a wire and you can apply charge to it with a torch or a lever or a button. Redstone will carry charge for only a number of blocks. Slime it. So if we watch, this wire is lit and it's giving off the little particle effect, and then here it isn't. This is where the redstone charge runs out. Minecraft created repeaters to help increase the charge. Okay. The shapes the wire will make: it'll make a dot, it'll make a line, it'll make a T-junction or a corner, and it'll also make a cross. These are the shapes redstone will make. That's that really. Blocks in terms of redstone can have three states. They can be fully uncharged, like this block is now. They can be semi-charged through a redstone wire to them. This is enough to power a piston and enough to power a logic gate, which we'll get onto later, but not enough to do many other things. For instance, it will not continue to charge out of the redstone block. So here, this block is inactive. It's only semi-charged, so the semi-charged block can't itself charge a redstone wire. However, by placing a repeater going into the block becomes fully charged, and the block can charge redstone wires. It's a useful property. It allows you to do logic gates, kill slimes, and yeah, it's a pretty generic property, but yeah, redstone will go up a single height block. I'll sleep in a second. So that's quite useful. However, if it's covered by a solid block, it won't continue, and it won't power a piston straight up either. Basically this block stops it from going up. As you can see, there's no wire up there, and now there's a wire that goes up the side. However, something like glass, a transparent block, will allow charge to go around that corner. I'm just going to go to sleep and we'll be daytime in a minute. Hey guys, once again I'm back. So to continue this, you've got this effect. So we've got blocks that can either be partially charged, semi-charged, partially charged, fully charged, or not charged. You've got the effect going around the corner for a redstone wire, for both solid and translucent blocks affecting it. One thing you can't do is charge a translucent block. You can't put redstone on it. You can't carry a redstone charge through. Stupid slimes, they get in my way. Anyway, you can't put a charge through this. This is completely non-conducting. Glass, air, I believe snow. Comment if you know whether that's true or not. I thought it was. So yep, basically redstone wire will carry a charge. It's either on or off. If it's giving out the particle effect, it's on. If it's not, it's off. If it's off, you can apply a redstone repeater and it will repeat the charge. Repeaters only go one way, and they've got a built-in delay. I'll tell you more about them on a different episode. I want to keep this short, given that YouTube destroyed my videos last time because they were too long. Things get in my way. I really should turn it onto peaceful. But that screws with my Let's Play. Right, there's not much else with wires, other than the fact that they perform the operation that an OR gate will, if you know any electronics. Effectively, if they've got any charge coming at them, so if this is our output here, and we've got two inputs here, just a wire, we've just connected them, much like a real wire. If you apply a charge here, the output will light up. If you apply a charge here, the output will light up. If you charge both of them, the output will still light up. This is the same as an OR gate, except that you've got non-stabilized inputs. So by changing one input, you affect the other. This can be solved by finding the point at which they will both disconnect from each other. So you do that, and then it doesn't charge this block. If you do that, and then attach the same amount. I'm just doing this roughly. I have no idea if it'll work. Well, I do know it'll work, but I don't know how much redstone I need. Nope. Right. So if you do this, the state of this input here is too far away from the other input, and so it doesn't affect it. Like this one here doesn't affect that, and you get your output. Because both charges are able to reach here, but not go further. It does work, and it stabilizes your input, but it takes up a lot of space, so it's not really worth it. So there are logic gates which take up less space but use more materials, and they will have the same effect. So I'll take you more in depth to other things, really. That was quite like a lecture. I shouldn't have done that. You didn't really learn many new things, but this is how the redstone wire works. It acts as a wire. It'll carry a charge up to, I believe it's 15 blocks, and then it'll stop, and then this is a redstone repeater, which will repeat a charge if it's placed at the input. They go one way. You can see there's an arrow on them. They point the way that you place them, so if you're pointing forwards, it'll point in that direction. So I'm pointing over here, it'll point in this direction. They'll connect to a wire on this side, but they won't actually carry charge in the wrong direction, a bit like a diode. A lot of my videos will relate to physical electronic circuits, because that's the way I think of them. It's easier that way. But yeah, so there's the redstone torch, which will supply power. There's lever and buttons. I'll take you more in depth about them. And yeah, that's me and my slimes. And this is Engiminer, and I'll see you all next time for a more in-depth tutorial on logic gates. Enjoy.